I want to talk about something that I don't think anybody is thinking through yet. And I think it's one of the most important things for the next 12 months. And it's about the election. And this is nothing about politics. It's actually something much bigger. What I'm worried about is we could tear apart the fabric of society as we go into the US election. We all know that the US is a hugely polarized country. That big split really started happening at around the time Donald Trump was elected. Now, it's not necessarily a Donald Trump thing. It was that polarization of something I've talked about a lot, which was the holding out of the middle classes, where middle America got holed out and the cities got holed out, and different people started to blame somebody else for the problem. And I've talked a lot about the problems were really demographics. Too many people in the workforce at the same time, competing for the same jobs against technology and foreign labor as well. Those things were bad. And that made it, people realized the American dream was dying on them. And people got angry and they started blaming each other. And then we started seeing this political system split further and further apart. And we've seen it split, that split get exacerbated in social media online. The rise of Facebook, Twitter, and other social media outlets gave people a place to vent and then find their own sub-communities so they didn't hear the other side of the story. And then what we found is evidence of state actors purposely driving people apart to create discontent in the United States, the UK, and many other countries. That's old news. We know that happened. We also know that other people with vested interests also try and cause these splits. Now, whether that's sort of corporations or whether it's driven by the political parties themselves or people just trying to attack the system in various ways. But what I'm really worried about is something much bigger. It's AI in the election. People are not thinking through a world where which everything we see online may not be real. See, in a world that operates at Twitter speed, you see a story, you absorb a story, you kind of believe that story. You're not used to checking exactly what the source of something is. If it says it's from the New York Times or Fox or wherever your news outlets are, you believe it. If you see a politician saying it, you believe they said it. If you see your favorite influencer saying something, you believe they said it. If you see a news headline, you believe it to be true. The problem is, in a world of AI, nothing needs to be true. You see, AI technology has exploded onto the scene. It started just with a lot of written word stuff. So AI can generate articles at scale, unlike we've ever seen before. So that means we can create millions of messages with different people all at the same time. That was kind of the social media strategy we saw in the 2016, 2020 elections, Brexit, and other circumstances. But this is much more nuanced because you can really make different messages for different people at scale much faster. Okay, fine. We understand that. We all also understand that we're seeing AI bots all across social media replying to you, pretending to be people when they're not. They're just there and they're incentivized to create debate, anger, and emotional reaction. But that's not what I'm worried about either.
Cryptocurrency enthusiasts are excited about potential spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs. ChatGPT predicts approval could boost Bitcoin's market cap to over $673 billion, but warns much of it might already be priced in. It sees parallels with the 2021 Bitcoin futures ETF approval, but cautions on volatility and macroeconomic factors. It also signals a possible 2-year bear market, urging investors to prepare for fluctuations. President Joe Biden is set to sign a groundbreaking executive order that will reshape how federal agencies utilize artificial intelligence, AI. The order aims to address AI's risks, privacy concerns, and safety, marking a significant move to navigate this fast-evolving technology's challenges. The 111-page draft of the order leverages the U.S. government's influence as a major tech client, pushing for transformations in AI offerings from tech giants. It mandates AI developers to disclose their training and testing methodologies to federal entities. The order also addresses labor and discrimination concerns, aiming to support workers displaced by AI and enforce anti-discrimination guidelines for federal contractors' hiring systems. Additionally, it addresses AI-related risks in sectors like cybersecurity, defense, health, labor, and education, establishing task forces to strategize AI use. It directs the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security to develop AI tools for detecting vulnerabilities in critical U.S. infrastructure and addressing potential AI misuse in biological weapon development. Google Bard now crafts real-time answers, speeding up user interactions. Users can switch between real-time and full responses, even interrupting unwanted replies. The tool also allows response customization, making it more adaptable. It's a feature that enhances the user experience, making interactions quicker and more dynamic. Notably, this real-time response feature for Bard is yet to be listed in Google's Bard Updates changelog. Let's continue our enlightening discussion with Raoul.
What I'm really worried about is the AI that's been driven by things like Midjourney. And that's photography and video AI and voice AI. You see, we are very close. In fact, we're experimenting with Real Vision with this as well. Very close to being able to deliver AI images of me talking, and you can't tell it's not me. In my voice, with my face, my lips moving, and no discernible way of telling whether it's me or not. Now, on one hand, it's great. As somebody in social media, I can scale myself in a one-to-one experience. But really, the issue is anybody can scrape content from YouTube and create, let's say, a Raoul bot or a video of me saying anything. And then when you have an election, you can have any politician saying anything to anyone, and you don't know if it's real or not. We've all seen the Pope in the puffer jacket. We've seen Peter Diamandis talking to a Peter Diamandis video bot, and you can't tell the bloody difference. How are we going to deal with a complete breakdown of trust? When there is no trust anywhere, people become more paranoid, more scared, more angry. If something you believe to be true is then shown to you not to be true, you don't trust anything at all. Actually, the Russians used to use this a long time ago when they invented propaganda. It's been a very good way of creating propaganda is you break down trust entirely, so nobody knows who to trust. So if you're being attacked by your enemy who may be saying something truthful, nobody believes anything anymore. And that's an old tactic. It's kind of mind warfare. And I think that's coming. And it's all going to start kicking off, let's say from January, but really hyper-escalating from probably around June onwards. Now, the concerning part is the technology is moving at exponential speed. The warp factor 10 element of how good AI is getting. If you see the journey of Midjourney, the kind of images that were out 3 months ago versus now, we're now at pure photorealism. You can tell Midjourney that you want it filmed at a 1964 Hasselblad camera shot in the streets of Stockholm at 7 p.m. in a June summer's day, and you want it looking in the character of Herb Ritts, it will do that. It's extraordinary. So we can create anything. We can create a story of Joe Biden coming on saying the Russians have invaded. We can have any news about China. We can make people believe any single thing. I worry what this means for all of us. And I worry how we find trust in this. And what does it mean for financial markets? How can people manipulate markets? You can create any news story that completely evaporates trust, markets collapse. And that moment, people can profit from it. How do you trust even price action anymore? It's going to get crazy and people are going to lose their fucking minds. And the idea is to make you lose your mind. That is the whole purpose. So really, I'm asking you all, American or not American, to just be very careful in how you deal with what you see online. We're going to have to figure out whole new ways for society to function in this kind of world. Trust is going to be everything.
That wraps up today's crypto news highlights. Stay tuned for more updates, insights, and analysis from the world of cryptocurrencies. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content.